What's up, Royal Gang? It's Sun Moon and Roots. Thanks for following, subscribing if you're watching this from YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the bookings, like, shares, and comments. I figured I'd come on here and do some a live new moon and Aries reading. So I got some new cards. It's the Edgar Allan Poe deck. Ironically enough, this is the Emperor card, and that is a Aries card. So isn't that ironic? So I'll leave that out. So you could be an Aries, or someone around you is an Aries, or this is what you may experience during Aries season. Take what resonates, leave the rest, y'all. So some of y'all could have some disagreements with some people during Aries season. There could be some type of conflicts, whether it's internally or externally. For some of you, I saw the Judgment card fly by, and in this deck, that could be an indicator that there are people around you who don't have your best interests at heart, but there are people around you who do, and it's up to you to discern who that is for you. So Spirit, why is the Emperor card out here? What do you want the collector to know about Aries season? Yeah, Three of Swords. So someone in the past could have caused some type of heartbreak towards you. Yep, Nine of Wands. So they could have caused some type of heartbreak, and it was an ongoing thing with this person. Yep. Could have led to a death or an ending of some type of closing or closure, I heard. Yeah, you might have moved on towards what they say is smoother waters with the Six of Swords. Yeah, this was the decision that you may have had, may have made blindly, like you were moving off of faith with this one. You may not have known originally what you were going to do when it came to this particular person. They may have messed your money up, or may have taken control of your money in some type of way. What else can you tell me, Spirit? Yeah, but you're about to come out on top. You're about to have some type of a victory. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. Yep, you're about to have a victory regardless of what happened in the past with this person. A new beginning is here for some of you. Based off of what I know about this particular card in this particular deck, some of you may find lost or buried treasure. And when I say that, it doesn't necessarily have to mean you literally like go in your backyard and start digging and boom, hit a pot of gold. No. But it could be. And that I'm hearing whatever that pot of gold is, or whatever the treasure is, it's a treasure to you. Now, it could be an actual tangible treasure, right? So like it could actually be some money. It could actually be some precious metals or something like that. But I really feel like whatever it is special to you. Some of you could be working extra hard right now, trying to save your money, trying to stack your money. You may be trying to make I heard another large another large purchase. Here comes Mercury retrograde. For a few of you, I feel like your money is already good with the Nine of Pentacles here. I also feel like a lot of you may be single right now. That could come to an end of Aries season, but we'll see. As it stands right now, I feel like your finances will look good in Aries season if they've been kind of sluggish before now. If you have had financial issues of any kind, they'll pick up. For a lot of you, this Aries season, you just may decide to be happier. I heard for some of you, spirit is gonna stop fucking with you this Aries season, or at least that's what you saying. Like, y'all gonna stop fucking with me this season. Yeah, I feel like in the past, you may have been with someone, they may have died, or the relationship itself died. They may have walked away from you, and when they walked away from you, they could have walked right into trouble. When they walked away from you, they walked right into trouble. I'm hearing for some of you, this person may have made a lot of promises to you in the past, about how happy they were going to make you, but instead they made you sad. And I feel like these are your ancestors back here throwing this person in the ocean. I feel like if you've been praying to your ancestors, especially like if you've made an altar in some type of way, if you've gone to see them at the cemetery, if you have like maybe their ashes, you have been going to your ancestors. You've been going to God about this person. Like you might have even, what they say, took it back to church on them. You might be playing gospel music right now for your ancestors. You may be heavily venerating them, heavily praying to them, or this is something that you've been doing for a while here. For some of you, I feel like you prayed yourself up out of this situation and they allowed you to walk away free. For some of you, you could have even went to jail yourself dealing with the person that you were dealing with. Yeah, but they gave you a new beginning. They gave you a new start, a new chance to really do something with your life. For some of you, Spirit has been nudging at you for years that you may need to write a book, that you need to put your story out there, that you could end up being a motivational speaker of some sort. It's time. It's time. Even if this is just a brand new beginning all across the board, like you might have brand new furniture, a brand new home, brand new car, and it may have come a little bit at a time, but there's something else that I feel like is coming where the story isn't written yet. But I also feel like the Creator is allowing you to co-create. And it's asking you to co-create, because more or less, like, God don't be mad at me because it didn't turn out how you wanted it to, because you ain't asked for nothing. I'm really hearing for a lot of you, closed mouths don't get fed. Like, you really need to speak up right now and tell God, tell your ancestors what you really want. Tell your spiritual court what you really want. Especially since I'm hearing for some of you, they've delivered you. So they've delivered you from this person. You know, you might have been out in the cold, or at least that's how you felt. You felt alone. You didn't feel like you had anyone to really lean on. You may have felt like, shit, you all you got. But I feel like out of all of this, out of all of the pain and destruction and disaster that this person brought into your life, or for some of you, I feel like it was multiple people. Multiple people might have brought chaos to your life. For some of you, I feel like it was a couple. For a few of you, I feel like it was multiple couples. Like you had multiple haters, like throwing bad energy at you, speaking about you behind your back. But I feel like now, like Spirit is really about to give you exactly what you want. That's the 9 of Cups. You're about to have some level of a wish fulfillment. The things that you've been praying for at night are about to come to fruition. What else can you tell us, Spirit? I just saw the 9 of Swords. Just saw it again. So some of you could have had anxiety about your finances, about your family life, about your home situation. Some of you could have had anxiety when it came to this person being in your life. Some of these people could have literally, y'all, if you know or don't know, nighttime is the right time is what I'm hearing by Ray Charles. It's an old song, but go look it up. But what I'm getting from nighttime is the right time is that some of these people who were hating on you were doing spiritual work on you at night. Now, whether this was you getting somebody back from doing some shit to you, or they was doing this to you at nighttime, it was a lot of people who chose to do their work at night. And I feel okay, so I just got by night but by day, right? So they may be doing things at night, but by the time the sun comes up, more or less the sun destroys everything that they did the previous night before. Everything. Here, this is the world card. Yeah, things are coming to an end. Like anything that they were out here doing, like by the time the sun comes up, all of that shit that they were doing at night is destroyed. Like you're still the warrior, you still come out on top. Like you might be bruised and beat up a little bit, but you are all right. Some of you may be noticing that when you wake up in the morning that you're still tired. It's literally because you are beating ass in the astral realm at nighttime. Like these people, like y'all been going heads up with these people for quite some time. Yeah, look at this, y'all. Look at this. The Magician card. They've been working magic on you. They have been working magic on you. Look, and they pissed off because it's not working. They tearing shit up because it's not working. For some of you, I feel like these people might have been doing mirror magic, because if you notice that candle is in front of that mirror, they've been doing mirror magic and your ancestors tore that shit up. They sent it right back. Ooh, reflected it right back. They tried to use that mirror as an amplifier to that spiritual work, but it didn't work how they wanted it to. It backfired on them. Look. Somebody might end up stinking because of the shit that they threw at you. And the same demons or spirits, entities that they were working with to throw at you may turn on them. You see that? May turn on them. For some of you, a fireplace could be significant. For some of you, these people could be doing spiritual work on you using their fireplace, or you need to do this. You need to be using your fireplace as a place that you do spiritual work, or you already do that. What else can y'all tell us? Page of Cups. Now, it's interesting with this Page of Cups, because if you notice, she has a heart that is an anatomically based heart there in that cup. And I feel like somebody literally wanted to take you out. I feel like somebody wanted to take your heart, take your spirit, take your joy, take your life, your essence. I feel like someone wanted to take your knowledge as well with that scroll. For some of you, you could be a water sign, or this is a water sign involved, or they have water placements. For others of you, you may just like the water or have some type of spiritual connection with water. For others of you, they attacked your fertility. Whether you're in childbearing age or not, I feel like they've attack your fertility. And even if you are not within childbearing age, they attack someone who is. So even if it didn't hit you, it may have hit a child, grandchild, something like that. This child could have possibly ended up sick. Could have been some legal issues between the other parent, whatever. But I feel like if you notice, this lady's eyes are very dark. I feel like this person, they were very intentional about whatever they were throwing. They were very intentional. Oops. Excuse me, y'all. They were very intentional. For some of you, you could be a air placement. You could have a connection to Egypt like I do. So you could be a Aquarius, Libra, or Oh shit. Gemini, y'all know I know those. But see, stuff like this. So things like this could be happening. They could be trying to literally block you. Like, you know your stuff. They know you okay, mama, send me a DM and we'll get you a full reading set up. And I have time today, so we can do it today. I feel like this person, they know that you know your stuff. They know that you are a high priest, a high priestess. They know that you are very spiritually in tune with yourself, with your ancestors, with the divine in general, or you're on your spiritual journey. They know this. They know this. And whatever knowledge, and see, crows and ravens are oftentimes viewed as messengers from the divine. And if you notice up here, there's a red dot. That is actually a symbol of Pluto. Symbolically, that is Pluto in this card, which controls the occult, but it also, if I'm not mistaken, controls Scorpio. So you could definitely have Scorpio placements, you could have air placements, you could have fire placements. You could be water too, but I feel like this is a water sign that's doing it to you. Like, I heard Pisces immediately. I heard Pisces immediately. For some of you, you may be into Egyptian or Kemetic mythology, or in that pantheon or religious tradition. For others of you, you may have a Sumerian link, a Persian link from their time ruling in Egypt. For others of you, I feel like you may have ancestors that come from that time period that may be attacking you. I mean, not attacking you, defending you from the attacks that are coming towards you. For others of you, this could be somebody that you have a beef with from a past life that stems all the way back there. And I would say, honestly, I would say comfortably, this is a repetitive past life like issue. It could have happened anywhere from as far back as like Egypt to as close as like the Victorian age. You may even have like an affinity or an attraction to those eras in history. Yeah. Lover's card here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this had to do with a love connection. I feel like somebody was pissed off. I feel like somebody was pissed off that your person wanted you instead of them. Your person could have been pissed off that you wanted yourself or loved yourself more than you loved them. You could have been someone who is very devoted when you are in relationships. You are very trustworthy, faithful. You go above and beyond for whoever you are in a relationship with. And it's not always with the expectation that it is returned. Would you love a reciprocal energy? Absolutely. But does it always happen? No. But I feel like you were given copious amounts of love deposited into you by the divine, which I'm hearing they don't want you to lose that. Please do not lose that. My ancestors have been telling me this a lot lately. Do not lose your sweetness. Do not lose your heart. I feel like, especially with this Page of Cups here, somebody's childish ass was trying to literally destroy you. They were trying to break your heart. They were trying to destroy your mind. They were trying to destroy you and your bloodline, possibly for generations to come. They could have been throwing at you and your children. Just being honest, if you've been having issues with your kids, more than likely it's coming from some work that this person is doing or has done to you. For some of you, you may have Native American ancestry because of the raven here. I feel like they're looking over you as well, especially possibly under a full moon. Somebody you could have even been a Native American in a past life as well. Um, but I feel like there was some spiritual work done on you, possibly within the last moon cycle or so. This last Virgo moon, or the full moon before that. I want to say it might have been even been in Cancer. But then somebody tried to do some work on you. If you have a love relationship with somebody, they possibly tried to pull you two farther apart. You guys may have noticed that you had a lot of issues with your person around that moon cycle. For others of you, this is spirit intervening because you do need to separate from this person, and you may have seen around that time, up, nope, it's time to go. It's time to go. Yep. Ace of Swords, you got some type of clarity. You gain some type of clarity. I feel like with this ribbon or curtain up here at the top, I kind of feel like the blindfold came off. I feel like you may not have been able to see exactly where you are, but you see now. You definitely see now. Yep, King of Cups. That's that water sign. They had a mask on. They had a mask on. For some of you, this person might have taken your kids. They might have other people around them who are not the best people, who may have influenced them to do these things to you. For some of you who definitely are spiritualists, this could be a quote unquote coven of spiritualists, of witches who have been doing work against you. There's definitely more than one person, definitely possibly more than 4 people who have been working on you. Yep, Tower moment. For some of you, the blood moon that I believe we had last year, they were doing some hellified work on you during the blood moon. And whatever they did to you, some of it might have hit, some of it might have hit, but for them, it's going to be a complete disaster. And it's like, we always want to hear, of course, like, oh, that the people who did us wrong, they're about to get done wrong. And sometimes we have issues, Lord have mercy. These people around here, they be sounding like they about to come through the floor of the wall. But anyway, sometimes, ooh, so whatever, never mind. Whatever all of this shit is, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because Spirit got it. Like, make sure you're focusing on yourself. I feel like a lot of you may have retreated into isolation, not only to ground yourself and kind of get yourself back together, but don't worry about it. Whatever it is, don't worry about it. And I know it may be hard to actually apply that, but don't worry about it. Focus on you, focus on your healing, focus on the things that you really want to accomplish, the goals. I'm hearing present yourself to the world. Some of you need to present yourself to the world. Some of you need to do what I'm doing right now and take a leap of faith and go live. Some of you need to put yourself out there a little bit more, just because more people need to see you, more people need to hear you, more people need to be aware of you. And if you don't put yourself out there, they won't know that you're here. I'm hearing this isn't the time of like our childhood, y'all. For those of you who may be 25, 30 plus, like 40 plus, like, this isn't our childhood, y'all. It's not word of mouth anymore. Not all the time. Word of mouth doesn't always spread as fast. But TikTok does, but Instagram does, so use the tools that are available to you, is what I'm hearing. I feel like with the star card as well, a lot of you are going to gain some type of recognition, some type of fame, some type of fortune even. For a few of you, this could be, I heard restitution. Yeah, this could be restitution for all of the shit that you have gone through. Yeah. Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles. So some of you may actually get a message from somebody, or get some type of an inheritance from somebody. It could be a male in your family. Now, the way this Three of Wands looks, it doesn't necessarily have to be a male in your family either. You don't necessarily have to get an inheritance either. It could just be a large lump sum of money. Someone could just tear you off real quick. And this is someone who is very prosperous. This could be a King of Pentacles. He could be a Earth sign, so a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I feel like this is someone who is presently very wealthy, or were in the past when they were alive, possibly. For some of you, you may not have known this person at all while they were alive. But I feel like by default, in some way, I'm hearing by default, you may gain some level of prosperity from this person. I feel like I heard trickle down effect. So let's say their inheritance was supposed to go to, I don't know, your auntie, and she doesn't have any kids, but she left everything to you. So by default, all of that money comes to you instead of going to her. For some of you, I feel like if this is some money that you are waiting on, it'll be here within the next 3 days to 3 months tops. But I really feel like it's more so between 3 days and 3 weeks. I heard be prepared. Lion King may be something of significance. And with this card here, this is the Temperance card. Fern Gully may have some significance to you. For some of you, a lot of the way that your ancestors were able to keep magic in the forefront of your mind were through movies, through cartoons, through plays, musicals, even anime. For a few of you, I'm hearing they wanted you to keep your magic, but for some of you, you could be a Sagittarius. The Temperance card stands for Sagittarius. You could be going through some level of a transformation. You could be learning to balance things out in your life. Could be learning how to balance the practical versus the spiritual. Could be learning how to balance your finances. You could be learning how to balance between work and home. I'm hearing, and that's being very much so stressed, is that your kids may miss you. You may miss your kids, but you work a lot. And it's literally because you're trying to do your best to go above and beyond when it comes to providing for them. Like, you want them to have a really, really, really good life. For some of you, you are very much so defensive right now. Or you could be defending or protecting your finances, your dreams. For some of you, you may have an unexpected protector. Somebody might be looking out for you behind your back and you really don't know. Like, they may be praying for you and you don't know. You don't know that they're praying for you. That you don't know that they're having, I'm hearing secret meetings behind your back. For some of you, it's a good thing. For others of you, it's not so good. It is definitely not so good. For some of you, I feel like there's a male and a woman. Just like in this card here, there's a male and a woman who's talking about you. But those two want to help you. They want to help you financially. But there may be like 2 men or 1 man in particular. Could be a fire sign, could be an earth sign, could even be a water sign, but hand wiggle on that. Or they could have those placements and still be a fire, water, earth, air sign. But I feel like it's two. I heard two sides to a story. So I feel like this side of the story, they want to help you. They want to invest in you. They want to encourage you, build you up, possibly even mentor you. This side, they want to take everything that this side wants to offer. Yeah, some of you may be feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, you may be trying to learn or get better with financial literacy. You definitely are. Um, you may have a pet or want one, or you have spirit animals who are around you right now heavily. Um, I'm also hearing your bloodline has certain animals, certain spiritual animals, certain ancestors show up as animals because they prefer it that way. Because I'm hearing you're going to ask. They prefer it that way. They prefer to show up as a French bulldog or a orange tabby cat. I'm hearing for some of you they may show up as a black cat. I'm hearing this may be your mom. So if you've been seeing the black cat when you come and go, it's your mama. Um, I also feel like you're trying to learn more about financial literacy, about trusts and banks and um retirement funds, things like that, because you may have a huge lump sum of money that's coming towards you. For some of you, I feel like you may be an investor. I feel like you might get into flipping properties in some way, or real estate possibly. Um, for some of you, if animals are close to your heart in some type of way, it could be like a pet rescue. You could be like a boarder or a pet babysitter, basically. Something to do with animals may make you very prosperous. So don't completely like throw the idea out the window, but just tuck it, even if it's not something that you're immediately interested in right now. Consider learning about it, or at least take this information with you because it could resonate for someone else around you later. Sabrina, I got you, babe. Um, Judgment. So what was interesting about this card when I was reading through the book last night, um which I love this deck, so let me talk about it real quick. But each card has a tie back to one of Edgar Allan Poe's stories, poems, essays, etc., right? But in this Judgment card in particular, this guy is out to sea or whatever, with his brother or brothers and different crewmen and things like that. And more or less, this is kind of a test of faith in a lot of ways, or at least that's how I took it. And if you can afford the deck, please definitely go get it. I'll put it in my Amazon storefront, so go check that out later. But what was interesting about it is, and I'll have to go back and read the actual story about it, but what was confusing was this is a whirlpool, right? Originally, they were all on this boat, right? So the people in the middle are the lost crew and a few of his brothers or whomever, family members, that ended up dying during this whirlpool because the whirlpool ended up sucking the boat in and breaking it up. If you notice, there's someone over there in the distance holding on to a alcohol barrel, but this person here is holding on to a metal ring. And y'all, like, it was so symbolic because it's like, do you keep holding on, or do you have faith in God that they're gonna spin you in the right direction? Now, if you take this as the same man, and even though it's a different color, but if you take this as the same man, he ended up letting go and ended up swimming, or at least getting thrown close enough to um attach himself to that barrel, which floated, because everything else was heavy. And if it was heavy, the whirlpool will suck it down faster. So he got on what was light and stopped holding on to what was heavy. Isn't that poetic? I mean, he's a bad shut your mouth when it comes to writing things. But I thought it was just so interesting. A lot of the things that we've been holding on to that's heavy, we should have been let go of a long ass time ago. People, places, things, and a lot of reasons why we're not able to invest in ourselves is literally because we're holding on when God called judgment on that a long time ago. Called judgment on the very things we've been holding on to. All because we holding on to it thinking we gonna miss out on something, and really it ends up messing us up. Yep, we get to fighting ourselves, we get to fighting with God, all because we didn't listen in the first place, and we feel like we hurt, and we feel like we passed by. You not passed by. But did you learn your lesson though? But did you learn your lesson though? For some of you, I feel like you're being watched even though you don't know you're being watched or can't prove it. Whether it's you're spiritually being watched with like monitoring spirits, or these are your ancestors, angels, and spirit guides watching over you. You may not know that your ancestors are able to look over you, but you know now, or you will come to know it. Things may have been moving around in your house recently. You may have, especially with this card, you may have seen bees, hornets, butterflies, even depending on where you live in the country or the world. Also, too, I wouldn't limit that to living ones. I would also extend that to prints, seeing it on paper, in a video, whatever. If you've been seeing these things, just know that there is someone looking out for you on the other side. And I definitely feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, someone is definitely about to give you some type of financial gift. I'm hearing it wasn't meant for you to struggle. I feel like it'll be a shock. Yeah, this is coming from an ancestor. This is a passed on loved one. I almost feel like it's a woman too with this Queen of Pentacles. She could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or have those placements. But I also feel like it's somebody that is going to help you out from the other side. Lenore may be significant if you notice this name on this his song. If I'm not mistaken, Lenore was one of the women that he loved. If y'all remember, I don't know if it came out, but I think it did. But the Sun card, if it came out with the two people on it, and then two, you will be able to see it on another reading I posted on my page, so go check that out too. But there's two people. It's a guy and a lady, and they're walking through what looks like a flower garden with sunflowers behind them. If I'm not mistaken, Lenore is the woman that is in that card. Lenore was his cousin, and y'all know it was different times back then. You can marry your cousin and people ain't gonna look at you sideways. Well, I think Lenore was the cousin that he wanted to marry back in the day. But regardless of that fact, I do feel like with these lines, with this line of cards, I feel like someone, an authority figure may approach you. A lawyer, a police officer, something like that. I know, it was different. Something like that. They may approach you because they have this inheritance for you. For some of you, I feel like it's not just like money. It's a full estate. It's like property. It's like, or this is something that you could have already that someone may come towards you to offer you money for. I'm hearing do not give it up. So if somebody comes to offer you some money for whatever they're offering you, it either isn't enough or you will regret it later. But I'm hearing don't give it up. But regardless of that, whatever they come with is going to be a shock, a surprise. You may be sitting there crying over spilled milk, getting drunk because you done lost your last $5, and somebody come with $5 million. And you be like, okay, God, I ain't crying no more. Let me get my face together. I feel like if you've been crying over something, to you it may seem big, but to God it may seem small. To your ancestors it may seem small. And it's not that they are discrediting how you feel, or are invalidating how you feel, but it's like one of those, child, you crying about that little shit. Here. Take this damn money and go to the mall or something. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear from you from like 4 days or something. Like, that should be enough to get you by. And really, it'll be enough to like last you the rest of your damn life. That type of thing. For some of you, you could be crying over a car right now. Like, you ain't got the money. You might need tax. Like, matter of fact, my sister just went through this too. Like, you might need the tax, and the money that was there ain't there no more, damn it. Or whatever. And then next thing you know, $18,000 gets deposited in your account, or you try and get your money back and more money comes back than what you initially asked for. You might have lost $800 and get $1,800 back. You know, something like that. Like, real talk, look, it's the Chariot card. You might be crying about your car because it done broke down or whatever is going wrong with it, and then boom, Spirit come through. Like, what you saying now? What you saying now? What you saying now? Like, I ain't saying nothing, God. I'm just gonna lay here and mind my business. You could have been like, no, I don't want to fix it. I just want that money back. Like, shut your ass up. Shut your ass up before I make your ass really go through some shit. Don't make me make you go through some shit. Matter of fact, go sat in your corner. Hermit card. You might have did this to yourself. You might have been like, oh no, Lord, I'm stuck now with the doggone hangman. Like, oh, I just know this is the end of the world, God. Like, just take me home. Call me now. Call me now. Meanwhile, 10 of Cups. Look at all that. Fruitful. Wealthy. Look at your neighborhood you live in. You feel me? You go from rags to motherfucking riches. From rags to motherfucking riches. You feel me? You mad because God around here tearing shit up. Sometimes God and them gotta tear shit up. Sometimes you gotta learn how to balance things. They be watching you the whole time. They right there in case you drop something. They either gonna say, fuck that shit, let it fall, or they'll help you catch it. One or the other. Yeah, here go the Justice card that I was talking about earlier. I feel like for some of you, if there are any contracts that you were put in that weren't the best contracts, so they got a ram in the bush for you. They got a ram in the bush for you. Don't think that you stuck. Don't think that you can't evolve. Don't think that you can't do better. Nope. Just sit in this for a little while and they're going to bring you right out. So the interesting story about this is that on the table, this lady has written something that, you know, might fuck up her relationship with her and her husband, right? The guy that got his hand on her shoulder, I believe, is her husband, right? So this other guy, he thinks because he knows what's in the letter that he's gonna blackmail her, right? So he allegedly stole the original letter, and what's on the desk is a fake one, right? Well, the guy who is her husband stole the letter from him and he has it. So she's worried for nothing, basically. So y'all stop being worried for nothing. Like, spirit got you. And I feel like a lot of you, because I know I definitely have lately, so this deck was right on time. A lot of you might have been seeing like crows and different birds. For those of you who live in the areas where they can be, so some of you may be seeing geese, maybe seeing hawks, eagles, bald eagles for some specifically, ravens and crows, magpies I heard. So that may be significant to you. But there's definitely communication coming in from not only the spiritual realm, but from the physical realm about some abundance, some contract, something to be happy about. For some of you, you could find out that you're pregnant, and that it's a little girl and she's going to be your spitting freaking image. You could have a daughter already, who is your spitting image. She could end up with a sister who is her spitting image, to where they twinning out here. For some of you, I feel like you're taking a leap of faith. I feel like spirit had you resting for a while. Hold on, y'all. You said what a dope at? I said, hell no. Shut up. What I'm doing my damn life. Move. My bad, y'all. My cousin pulled up. Okay, so we back to it. But I feel like your daughter is about to come out looking just like you. I feel like a lot of y'all is taking a leap of faith, or did take a leap of faith. And it's about to definitely prove to your benefit. You may have had to move in silence. You couldn't let nobody know what you was doing, the moves you was making, where you was going, where you was hiding stuff, all of that. But your ancestors was watching the whole time. The divine was watching the whole time, making sure that you got done what you needed to get done. Some of you, they may have watched you in your sleep. They may have watched you while you rested. They may have even been your strength when you didn't have none. For some of you, they taught you how to tame the beast within, but they also taught you how to use it if you needed to. For a lot of you, you may have Leo placements. Leo shows up twice here, and in the sky up there. That is the constellation. I hope you can see it. This is the constellation for Leo. Some of you may see this constellation over your house, so make sure that you look out for it this year. Especially come Leo season, you can definitely see it a lot during that time. For many of you, you may have gone through a spiritual awakening during Leo season that has been enlightening and mind-blowing non-stop since then. You have probably been having download after download after download after download after download about this. For some of you, if you, like I said at the beginning of the reading, if you have people who have been after you, who you feel like have been trying to hunt you down, like the devil is on your back, you might need to burn a run, devil run candle, or may have been burning that already, or the incense. Again, I heard no fear. For some of you, shit, the devil is yourself. And you gonna have to face yourself. There are certain things that you are running from within. Some of you are afraid to be alone. Some of you are afraid to, I'm hearing, tell the truth. You may be afraid to speak your own truth because of what other people may say. Something may have been held back from you that about these finances, about this family even. Someone could have done something to an animal. This is a story where the guy intentionally gouges this cat's eye out and then takes care of the cat afterwards. Someone could have intentionally done things to you to harm you, could have tried to kill you, things like that. Could have harmed you in some way, molested you, whatever, molested someone around you. Oh yes, y'all. Unfortunately, look, kids. Yep, could have happened at night. You grown up now, but in the past, somebody wicked was doing some shit to you, possibly while a mother or a grandmother was gone. Ooh, child. I'm hearing Miss Sophia in the color purple. All my life I had to fight. A girl child ain't safe in a family full of men. And then I look over here. So it could have been up to like 3 uncles, possibly a grandfather. But the whole time, your ancestors was looking over you, intervening as much as they could, as much as they were able to. But I feel like regardless of what has happened to you over time, I feel like with this card, you've learned the skills that you need, that you needed to learn. I also feel like some of you who have or will go back to school to do, whether it's go to college for the first time, or whether it's to continue some education to learn something new in school for the profession that you're already in. Whatever you do, whatever you learn, even if it's just being at the job that you're at right now, amongst the people that you're at right now, there may be certain things that you learn that may help you take off, basically, that may give you more opportunities. You may have more opportunities, more options ahead of you. For some of you, I feel like you were betrayed in the past, of course, by these people. I'm hearing, but make sure you're not the person who stabs yourself in the back moving forward. For others of you, I heard pins with this card. If you notice, those swords, they look like pins in that house. So someone could have made a voodoo doll of you, or even themselves, and have been sticking pins in them. Yeah. I feel like is this person. I feel like whoever the person is that we were talking about, like their energy is popping up again. Whoever this person was at the beginning of the reading that we were talking about, who may have been doing spiritual work on you, they were committed to this shit. And I'm hearing ash to ashes, dust to dust, and that may be what happens to them. So while they were throwing that shit at you, it was being thrown right back at them. They was trying to get your money. They were after your money, your fortune, your fame, your destiny, your magic, whatever. And I just had a similar situation like this in my own personal life. But this person, like I said at the beginning of the reading, they were working at night. They was working at night. They was trying to get all in your dreams, all in your head space, trying to mess your mind up. All because they wanted your mind off your money, because they know what time it is with you. They know what time it is with you. Some of you may be a chef, a home cook, a chemist, or you mix certain things together, like tinctures. You could be a herbalist. Yeah, somebody tried to They tried to take your head. But I feel like spirit is going to take theirs. Yep. This person tried to play in your face. Tried to act like they was friendly, that they was your friend, and this and the other, they was on your side, and all of this. And it's crazy because as I'm looking at this through the camera, the light keeps flickering on the camera. Keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, somebody was showing a masquerade. I know y'all might have, because today is Sunday, March 19th. So you may have seen the post that's going around Instagram and TikTok talking about this week is a great week to be delusional. Well, this person has been delusional for a very long time. They thought they could fuck with you. You feel me? They thought they could fuck with you. They thought they could wear a mask. Spirit about to slap all of that shit off. All of that shit down. These people were in a delusion. This was back during the time where the Red Death or the plague was happening. So all of these people basically locked themselves in more or less a party for several days until more or less they all got sick and died. So while these people thought that they were locking you in a room with them so that they could steal your shine, so that they could steal your essence, your power, your ashe, your vibe, your swag. Spirit was already working on getting you out of there. Because if you notice, they're inside, they're outside. And cheers to that. Cheers to the freaking weekend, as Rihanna would say. So that took a hell of far left. But overall, I will say, to summarize it up, Aries season is going to be a very prosperous season for some. A point of retribution is what I heard. I heard that earlier. Is going to be a point of retribution. Redemption, I'm hearing. So I'm hearing too, all that you have lost, you will get back. So if you've lost people, places, things, whatever, you're going to get it back. Whether it's the exact thing that you're missing or if it's something similar, you're going to get it back. If all right, Spirit, y'all pushing it with this one. But if you have lost your kids, whether it's to miscarriage or somebody took them from you, you are going to get your kids back. If this is an inheritance, if this is a charge that was unauthorized, you are going to get that money back and then some. If this was a house, you are going to get a better one back. If this is a car, again, a better one. Those of you with businesses, I heard get ready for the turn up. If you have a business right now, and I really don't give a damn what niche or category you in, if you have a business right now, especially if you have had this business for a year or more, or you coming up on your year, it's literally about to take off, y'all. Like, please keep going. Please do not sit down. Please do not think that just because you are not, like, that you don't have all of these followers, that you don't have all of these people on a consistent basis. But listen, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I feel like between Aries season for sure and the end of summer, beginning of fall, you're about to see and touch a whole lot of money, more money than you've ever seen in your entire life. And quiet as it's kept, for a lot of you, it's more money than your parents have ever seen too. I feel like if you have parents who are on the other side already, even if they may not have been able to leave you much, like when they did leave you, they're sending you everything that they wanted to leave. So that is what I have for you guys. That is the new moon in Aries energy. Thanks for those who rocked with me today, who joined this live, who stayed here, stuck around, or came and got their message and dipped out. I appreciate you guys. You can book with me. The information is in my caption, in the description box, or in the link in my bio. If you visit my Instagram, Sun Moon and Roots, you can visit my TikTok. You can subscribe to my YouTube. It would be awesome. But regardless, y'all, I really thank you for being here. And I'm head out. So, peace.